ready.
You ready to pod, dude?
Been born to pod.
Oh my god, we look good. Welcome to Blunder Podcast. My name is Art Kai. I'm here with my co-host
Vic Van Tran,
Vic Van,
as the black guys call me.
Is that real?
They recommended I go by Vic Van Tran because it sounds cool. And if one black guy says your name sounds cool, that's all I need.
Right.
That's all I need.
But it's taken you so long to finally accept it until now, right?
I was on the fence because I didn't want to be corny.
Right.
You know? There's nothing corny. There's nothing corny like
Vic.
your real actual name.
I think it's only corny if you hey, my name is Vic, and then they go, oh, do you ever go by Victor? And you're like, oh, either's fine. I think if you are like, no, I only go by Vic, that's corny.
Yeah.
I only do my whatever name.
Yeah. No, people go, Victor or Vic? I go, John.
John Smith. A white guy said I sound better as John Smith.
The third.
The third.
Yeah.
I guess Asian families don't really do first, seconds, or thirds, or juniors, or seniors, you know what I mean?
They do second families.
Damn. Do you think there's any Asian family or Asian dad or mom that has a second family and they just have the exact names for the same the kids, the same number of kids, the exact name for kids?
I don't know. I don't think that would be weird for any ethnicity of family, honestly. Yeah, if you just cloned your family, it's like redid your family.
Well, it'd be with a different spouse or I guess partner.
Yeah.
So it's not it's a redo. Uh-huh. Yeah, I guess it is a redo.
This is my son.
It's not a copy and paste.
This is Sun Tzu.
Let's try it again. Yeah, Sun Tzu. That's fun. Do you think your dad has a second family? Or a mom?
We don't gotta get into that.
Okay.
That's a lot. Does your dad have a second family? Oh, he does. You have a second wife.
He has a second wife.
Yeah.
I have a stepsister whom I've never met.
Really?
She lives in Australia.
Sounds hot.
Yeah. That is where the fucking ozone layer is depleting. It is hot. It's a hot country. Right over Australia. Did you hear that?
Yeah, right. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're right. It's hot stepsister. It's all the rage now. No, never met. Is that weird? Never met her.
When did she become your stepsister? Like, how old were you when you got a stepsister?
Probably 2013. It's been 12 years.
Oh, yeah. I guess that is kind of weird.
It's kind of strange, right?
Well, I guess
my dad knows nothing about her.
Oh, wow.
That's how interesting my dad is. He doesn't give a fuck about his new wife's kid.
And she's never come up. Like, her mom never brings her up.
Knowing my dad, this is probably what happened. If I were her, I'd be like, oh, by the way, my daughter in Australia did this and this and this. She's a doctor. She's
a doctor?
I don't know. But I'm just making shit up. Let's say, oh my gosh, she's a doctor. She had a patient that's so crazy. This is what my dad hears. Blah, 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 blah.
Your dad sounds fucking cool.
Yeah. There's no way he's remembering anything about any... Uh-oh, the cat just walked over. Let's see if he did anything. We're good. We're still recording. Sorry, the cat just walked over the computer. We gotta check if it's still recording. Yeah, I don't think my dad cares about anything that anyone ever has said to him. Anything.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. All I heard was
Dad.
I heard was blah 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 blah.
No, Dad, listen up. Focus up, Dad.
We're gonna be that way one day on our third wives. Like, oh my God, it's all the same shit. I get it. You have kids.
Shit. Yeah, okay, cool.
Just forget about them like I did.
We're old. That's why they keep having multiple families. They keep forgetting about their first one.
Yeah.
They're like,
you think,
I have another. All right.
Your dad's like, you think we'd be happy together if I cared about my kid?
This is rough. I just buy him a smartwatch today.
You think I care about my kid? He's out there recording podcasts right now.
That's not my kid.
I don't even listen. I thumbs down his podcast on YouTube.
No comment. I report it.
Yeah.
My kid lives in Australia. That's my real kid. That's what he says.
Oh.
Yeah. I've been replaced.
We should look her up.
I don't know anything about her.
I think it would be easy to find her.
Okay. I don't have a name.
You know, what's your stepmom? Does she have Facebook? Of course she does.
I don't know. I'm not friends with her on Facebook.
Does your dad have social media?
No.
All right, listeners.
It's a little harder than
this is a challenge for our listeners.
Yeah.
Find Art's stepsister.
Stepsister, yes. With all that information.
Yeah. If you could do it, we'll give you free tickets to either one of our shows. If you could find a stepsister.
Right. The next Blunder Bits, you're gonna come in for free. The next Blunder Bits show that will eventually
you could be
happen.
the only audience member.
Damn. We had such good promo too. I like the posters yeah. Anyway, I did buy him a smartwatch recently because I'm worried that he's gonna like die or like fall. So smartwatch, I did a smartwatch that did this, but they have fall detection.
Yeah, I saw this Reddit post too. Is that what you saw?
No, I was looking up fitness trackers. So I was investigating mine, and I was just on a podcast they're discussing all fitness trackers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get a new tattoo?
No. You've asked me this multiple times about multiple of my tattoos. I've had
tattoos, bro. When I met you 2 years ago, you had 0 tattoos, and now you're multiple tattoos guy.
Yeah, I got multiple tattoos. No,
when did you get Snoopy?
I've had Snoopy. I don't know, like 2 years ago.
Oh.
When we first met. I think when I first met you, I literally got like 4.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy changed my life. I know who I am now. I'm a tattoo guy.
I don't think I'll ever get a tattoo.
Really?
No, I think not having a tattoo is now my tattoo.
That's fine. I'm not like pro or anti-tattoo. I just like, for me, having a tattoo.
You know what somebody said to me the other day? They were surprised I didn't have tattoos. They were like, you seem like somebody who would have tattoos. And honestly, that's good enough.
When I first met you, I was like, this guy has tattoos. But now I know you, I'm like, this guy has no tattoos. No, there's no way he has a tattoo.
This guy can't make a decision.
Yeah.
This guy can't commit.
He doesn't care about the aesthetics of his body. No. Yeah, you don't seem like a tattoo guy.
I don't seem like a tattoo guy?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, well. You never see
Not
me.
like a bad way.
Never see me box.
You're getting offended. You did a boxing thing this weekend, speaking of?
Yeah. I'm like in a little boxing group with a bunch of hobbyists. And
I love that
you
sent videos of you destroying a person. I'm not saying who.
You're not supposed to. I told you not to say it.
I'm not saying who. You destroyed multiple people that day.
I sent you some highlights.
You sent me a video. You said this cannot leave the chat. I'm like, who the hell would I?
Bro, what the fuck? I said it cannot leave the chat.
Yeah, I'm not showing people the footage.
I know, but it was supposed to be a secret.
I'm not telling.
It's
I'm not
like
saying
taboo.
Who it was.
You don't share sparring footage. It's like taboo.
Oh, is that for real?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
That's why you don't seem like a tattoo guy.
I take it back.
Guys with tattoos should know this.
Look, if you're listening, I'm lying. I'm making this all up. This is all a joke. This is not real.
Yeah.
It was him getting beat up.
Yeah.
He got the shit beat out of him.
Now I'm self-conscious. We might have to scrub that. Nah, it's okay.
I didn't know it was so taboo. I truly didn't know. I'm sorry for bringing it up.
No, it's fine. Hey, I'm sorry for sharing it.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for whooping that ass.
Let me rephrase. Did you have a good time sparring?
Yeah. You know what? It's not really fitting for the podcast because there weren't a lot of blunders. I did really well.
Okay, now we can talk about how you did well.
Yeah.
Now we can go back.
Well, there was one guy. There was one guy at the gym who wasn't like part of our group, and he was just like he just trained there.
Yeah.
He looked really good, and he was like the only guy there that was around my like size.
Okay.
So I asked him to spar, and he was really good.
Sure.
And he like kind of beat my ass a little bit.
Beat the shit out of you?
Yeah. I did okay.
How many people did you fight?
4, including my girlfriend.
No.
Oh, here's a blunder.
That's funny.
So, we like did like a little play sparring session, like me and my girlfriend in the ring, and she was just like overly aggressive because I wasn't hitting back.
Okay.
Because I'm
You're
a
in
good
love with
boyfriend.
her.
Yeah. And then so I had to give her something. I had to return something, so I started like poking her a little bit.
Sure.
And then there was one point where she came in, she overextended on her cross.
Whoa.
So I threw like a little play like hook.
Oh.
A
play hook.
Yeah, just like a soft like a paw. I just pawed at her.
Southpaw.
Yeah, and then I just sort of nudged her.
Yeah.
And then she fell over.
Uh-huh.
And everybody started booing me. And at the time I thought it was cute, it was just like it was playful, like banter in the ring. Uh-huh. But then she saw the video and she saw that on the nudge, there was actually a little bit more push than she thought.
Ooh.
So she was a little upset about that. She said, "I'm not your sister. You can't do that." And I was like,
"Oh, so she kind of wanted to win the whole time then?"
It wasn't that she wanted to win. It was just like it looked mad disrespectful because I pushed her to the ground.
You're not supposed to push people, right?
I'll have to show you the video to show you what I mean. Instead of like hitting her with the hook,
right?
I just sort of like pawed at her.
Interesting.
And then the momentum kind of push her to the ground.
Right.
And then she.
But you can push in the sport. Pushing is allowed, right? Can you push?
Sort of. You can sort of like.
Know
You can like bump.
Okay.
You know, like people
That's
bump.
Like
it's not really.
But you can't like do two hands and like shove. Can you shove? I don't really know how this works.
I guess it wouldn't be smart.
Yeah, it'd be kind of stupid.
Because then I don't know. It's like.
What's up when two boxers like hug each other for a while? What's up with that? What's going on there? Is that they're just tired?
It could be that, sometimes like when you're close and you tie up with them, it's hard for them to like hit you. It's like it's just a good way to like reset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it seems like consensual. It seems like both people are like they're like okay with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's like to conserve energy. It's like it'd be hard to take a lot of energy to like push them off or punch from that position. Is any of this interesting? This sounds boring.
No, I'm just curious.
Oh yeah.
And it doesn't matter. Look, these listeners, sorry. This is about us. At the end of the day, podcasting is about the people who are podcasting, not about the listeners that much.
Oh, okay. I guess you're right. Yeah.
Let's talk about boring stuff forever.
Anyways, this little guy kind of kicked my ass. it was so cool, man. I love little guys who can.
Was there a ref
box.
there? There's a ref there, right?
Yeah, we had like a ref in the ring.
That's cool.
It was just Ed.
Oh, okay. Our friend Ed.
Yeah.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
No other blunders that happened?
It's kind of blunder that I shared that video.
A crash out? That's another word for it.
Oh, crash out?
Yeah. So this pod is about blunders, crash outs, flops, and mistakes and regrets. I like that, crash out.
Well, here's something more interesting. I did a show at the Comedy Cellar on Sunday.
Okay, he's back at the Cellar, folks.
Yeah, second spot at the Cellar.
I like how you didn't know anything about the show. There's just some producer being like, "Hey, do the show," and you're like, "Okay," and you like, there's like nothing about it.
Yeah, it was like a secret lineup. I didn't know the lineup until like the day of the show.
Right.
But I knew Hassan Minaj would be on it.
Nice.
Yeah, I got to meet him, talk to him a little bit.
Nice. Was he cool?
Yeah, he seems like a nice guy.
He's such a clean cut guy to the point where I'm like, "Are you a serial killer?" Like he's like his beard's always like perfectly trimmed, His like haircut's always perfectly
it's
coiffed.
perfect. He's dreamy.
He's a little too put together.
My girlfriend says he has the halo effect.
Oh,
and he kind of does. Good looking guy, charming.
Doesn't work for me because I'm like, there's something off about this guy. He's so perfect.
Yeah. You know what's funny? A lot of people critique him for being kind of squirrely on stage and maybe sort of like
rambling.
Like his body movements, it just seems very like contrived.
Whoa, contrived. Interesting.
Where he's always like da 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 and like point this way, point that way.
Right.
But he is just kind of spazzy.
Right.
Because I was watching him work on stuff. It was like a workout show for him.
Okay.
I was watching him work on stuff, and he just like chunked the mic stand.
Whoa.
Like he just like slammed it on the ground. It like fell on like a table in the front row.
Whoa.
And if there was something sitting there, like somebody could have gotten hurt.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh,
no one was sitting there. Whoa, Cellar didn't sell out. Okay.
But
this is the first the sign of a down. It's a recession indicator.
Recession indicator. The
Cellar's done for.
But yeah, he's just kind of a spazzy guy. Like that's not an act. He's just really like that.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And like, damn, for the whole time you're talking about this, I'm like, God. Aziz Ansari did it first. Sorry, Hassan.
I will say, here's a blunder about that.
Yeah.
The show was great.
Nice.
But like right before the show, everybody got a text notification that said Joe Biden has aggressive prostate cancer right before the show started, bro. That's how you cultivate the mood.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you know how what I read about the... Wait, back up. Who sent that? Why did they send that? Something to riff off of?
No, the club didn't send it. Like AP News, like phone notifications. Like everybody got the news notification.
Got it.
Yeah,
on their phones.
Right.
I thought you meant like there's a group chat and someone texted the group chat.
Oh,
I was like,
no.
That's weird.
No, like everybody, like collectively, we all just learned that Joe Biden got prostate cancer. Now I got to watch a comedy show.
Right. But luckily he's not our president anymore. And you know what I learned about?
I would rather have a president with cancer. I would have voted for if we knew he had terminal cancer while he was running, I would have voted for him because it would have been very hard for a president to deny universal health care whenever he himself is getting government sponsored chemo.
Okay, right.
You know?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
His job pays for his
healthcare. Our taxpayer money would be going directly towards his healthcare. It'd be impossible to deny universal healthcare.
Damn.
Yeah.
You're right. Oh shit! He should have ran. Fuck.
That's what we need next time. We don't need a black Indian woman running next time. We need
someone who's about to die.
Yeah, a cancerous man.
I'll take cancer.
Or women. Women can have cancer too.
That's true. Feminism. We've gotten to that point now. Women can have cancer.
Yeah, some would say feminism is a cancer. So.
Okay, Jesus Christ. I wouldn't go that far, but in that case, I'm pro cancer. I'm pro all kinds of cancer. Breast cancer especially. Favorite kind of cancer. I was gonna say. Oh, did you know that I was reading about this prostate cancer? And apparently his stage of cancer, there's nothing he can do. There's only it's already to his bones.
Yes.
So he can only take drugs to make
symptoms.
To make the cancer not spread as much. But he has it forever. He just has cancer forever. He can't get rid of it.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
He's probably dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say the expectancy is 4 to 10 years.
That's optimistic.
I know.
To me.
Right.
I mean,
depending
especially
on your age. He's old.
He's in his mid-80s.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
He's gone.
I don't think he's going to be around for much longer. Dang. Which actually makes me sad. It makes me sad. And, looking online, people are like, hard for me to feel bad for Joe Biden because he enabled the genocide in Gaza.
Yeah.
It's like, how can you feel sympathetic for that, man? It's like, yeah, I have sympathy for an 82-year-old fucking ex-president who has cancer in his bones.
Yeah. It's funny how people will quickly forget that other humans are humans just because they have one bad opinion. So this person should fucking die.
Bro, and even if he is guilty for enabling the genocide, it's like, isn't that
the Jenny?
Isn't that the Jenny? Isn't that the appropriate punishment? Is prostate cancer in your bones?
Oh yeah, God got him.
Sure. Yeah.
It's like he got
isn't that enough to feel bad for him?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Doesn't that pay for his war crime?
Nah, because then it's like one life versus what, tens of thousands in Gaza. So amputated kids, pretty sad stuff.
If Netanyahu got it, I'd be like, yeah, fuck him. But Biden, just sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place, I guess.
I also don't think it was all Biden's idea to do that to God. You know what I mean? He was one guy in a huge cabinet of people who are making these wartime decisions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
His position was set before he was ever president. Right. I'm not saying I'm not saying he made the right choices.
Sure, he has power to do stuff.
Oh fuck, I can feel bad for him to have fucking ass bone cancer.
Yeah.
What happened to him is so sad.
Yeah,
that's something a taxi driver would yell at somebody. It's like, hey, fuck you! I hope you get.
Yeah,
I hope cancer fucks you in the ass all the way to your bone, motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's like, God, that's way over the top.
I don't know why you had to give a taxi driver the accent, but
I mean, come on.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, and
that's
it's
true. You're right.
I don't know. Joe Biden, he's the most Irish man in America.
Is he Irish?
Yeah.
Biden? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I think he's Irish,
Biden.
but it's just isn't that just some fucking tragic Irish shit?
Surprising he didn't get skin cancer. Their skin's so white.
Yeah, man.
Surprising.
He got cancer. His kid died from cancer. His other kid's a crackhead. His other kid died.
Did he have 2 kids die? I thought he had 1 kid die.
I think he had
1 kid died of a suicide or something, right?
I don't remember, but yeah, he at least has 1 kid that had cancer and died.
Yeah.
And then dude, Joe Biden, his life is a fucking
2 kids. The producer, Lauren, my girlfriend, is saying 2 kids had cancer and died.
2 kids died.
One, his wife also has cancer. No. Had cancer.
No, died in an accident, right?
His son died from brain cancer, and then his wife and I think daughter died in a car accident.
Yes.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Brutal.
Death beckons him.
He's a John Steinbeck novel, bro.
Okay.
That's so fucking dark.
Yeah, it's kind of depressing and so American in a way.
I know. So yes, I feel bad for that guy.
Speaking of my dad recently was talking to me and he was like, "Art, you have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your body.
You got to eat those bananas."
Well, yeah, he's got to eat those bananas. He's got to eat those apples. And then he was like, everyone in our family has cancer. And I'm like, what?
Everyone?
Everyone on his side of the family, most of his members of the family have cancer. Like my grandpa had cancer.
Shit.
He doesn't. My uncle has cancer. My aunt had cancer. My other aunt had cancer. So like that's like 4 out of like the 7 people in his family that have cancer.
Wow.
So he's just like waiting. But they also don't eat they're not very healthy. Not a very healthy family.
The grandma from How to Make Millions that had cancer.
Oh, that's true.
What's up with Thai people and cancer, bro?
Well, he's Chinese, but my dad's Chinese.
Shit.
There's a Chinese side. No, but you're right. I mean, that family's also Chinese in that movie because they're like Thai Chinese.
Right.
So you're not actually wrong. I'm the wrong one. You know what? I'm being ignorant here. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. That's my bad. I love how we always bring up that movie the last like 4 episodes.
It made an impact on me.
Anyway,
maybe that's why he remarried. Maybe he wanted a new cancer-free family.
Well, she is a doctor apparently.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if she's a doctor though. I was like with her in Europe, and I was like he was talking about something about something medical, and then like we asked her and she didn't know, and I was like, I thought you were a doctor, but I guess not.
I mean, do you know everything about engineering?
Everything.
All right.
No, it was like a pretty basic question. It's something about like I don't know, like carbs or something. It was like something like some doctor should know.
Yeah.
It's like 101 doctor stuff.
I guess so. She's Chinese doctor?
Yeah, she could be one of those weird ones. One of those magic ones.
Oh, yeah.
Right. One of the ones with like the cupping, like she has a bunch of cups and shit, you know?
Right. What do they call it? Like holistic doctors.
Yeah. But hey, some of it's real. Like aspirin's from Chinese medicine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I'll stop taking it.
That's why it doesn't work. Anyway, how the show went well? The Cellar show?
Yeah, Cellar show
Nice.
went well.
Nice.
Talked to Hassan Minaj.
Cool.
Hassan, as I call him. We're on a first name basis.
Yeah.
Your
boy.
He recommended a restaurant to us, me and my girlfriend.
Nice.
My girlfriend was talking to him more than I did, honestly. One thing that's good about her is like she's so unplugged from like the culture that she does not give a fuck about celebrities.
Whoa.
Like
okay.
she was just talking. She was like, yeah, shook his
What
hand.
a Luddite.
It was like, yeah, Luddite. She hates when I call her that.
I love that word. I've been seeing it everywhere now. It's like, oh, that's Vic's favorite word, Luddite.
Luddite. Yeah. And so yeah, she was like chopping it up with him.
Damn.
And
that's cool that you guys hung out. You guys like hung out the olive tree or just like after the
no,
show?
I literally talked to him for like 40 seconds.
Oh, okay, cool.
But
she's like, who are you?
yeah, she does not care, which is good because I
great.
feel like I could take her wherever and I never have to worry about her acting weird in front of like,
Right.
Quote unquote famous people.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good.
But anyways, he recommended Thai Diner.
Oh yeah, we talked about Thai Diner.
Yeah, because when we went to go see Ants play,
yeah.
those girls went to go to Thai Diner.
Here's my thing about places like Thai Diner.
Sure.
I'm gonna go off a little bit. All right.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
So he recommended Thai Diner. So this is a little bit of a blunder. So Leo and I were like, okay, well, we were going to get dinner.
Yeah.
Let's just go check it out right now.
Oh.
So we walked all the way to
like the East Village.
East Village, where Thai
far.
Diner is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we get there.
Close.
It's like a 2-hour wait.
Oh yeah.
And we're like, oh yeah, we forgot. We're not Hassan Minaj. We're not famous. We have to wait.
Is that a thing? Do you think like if you're famous, you can go to a restaurant and they'll just like bump a reservation?
I'm sure they get a little bit of favoritism.
Yeah.
You know?
I've seen that with I went to a restaurant near me, and I think Sandra Oh lives near me, and it was busy, and I think she just kind of just walked in and just like took a table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Anyway, here's my thing about Thai Diner. And there's a lot of we're sort of in an era where there's a lot of like Thai restaurants that are really popping up, and they're sort of like angling themselves as like these like bougie ass Thai places.
Ooh, yes.
And it's just like it really feels like Thai food that's like for rich white people. Does that make sense?
It does.
So
make
it's
sense.
it's like I'll go there. I'll go to these. I've been to a few of these places in New York City, around like these like good Thai places.
Yeah.
But you go there and something just feels off because you're just like, it's really good. Like the food is good. The prices are insane, but like I can maybe look past that if it's like elevated in a way. But there's not any. I don't know. There's some part of me that just feels like, just kind of weird being there. You know, just like something's off. Like I'm just like surrounded by like it's not for like Thai people, I guess.
Right,
which is a weird thing.
Weird for you as a Thai person.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm eating good food, so I don't want to like.
But you do like it.
I do like it, but I like feel like there's like better restaurants that are less expensive, less busy.
Yeah.
And like not so heavily based on like marketing.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So I guess that raises the question like, what is the point of these restaurants?
Right. Which is like,
is it to make Thai food more exclusive and more like like
feels
a Thai
way.
place for rich people, so they don't have to deal with
sort of
the poor Thais.
In a way, yes. But then I was talking to our friend and mutual roommate, Misha. And we were talking about how I feel similarly about like bougie Chinese food, right? And he was like, well, it's actually like, why can't Chinese people have nice restaurants? I mean, that's true too.
So that's such a Misha thing to say.
No, I mean, it's a good point.
Yeah.
Like, why can't like Asian people not necessarily have to make food for the working class or whatever? Right. But the fact is, like, just sitting there, just surrounded by white people and eating this food that I can get way cheaper, it just feels weird. You know?
I think Misha has a point, but I do think there is a difference between Chinese cuisine and Thai cuisine.
Sure.
Whereas Chinese cuisine probably does have like an authentic upscale version of itself.
Right.
Whereas elevated Thai cuisine is probably like fusion or like French infused with Thai.
Yeah.
You know, so in that way it is inauthentic. Whereas elevated Chinese cuisine might be authentic because it actually exists in China.
Right.
Maybe. I don't know. That's me.
But there's definitely like elevated Thai food too.
Yeah.
Like I've been to like places in Thailand where like, oh, this is like elevated. But like I guess that
the
doesn't
place
exist here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like these places that you're going to that's supposed to be like higher end Thai food. Is it that?
Right.
Is it the same as like the upscale Thai places?
It's like street food.
Yeah.
Which I think is it's just so weird.
Yeah, it is. It's exploitive.
But a lot of the places are run by Thai people, and I'm like, okay, I guess it's like that's good, you know. But something's just off about it. I don't know. I don't like it. But I'll go there.
No, I think you're right.
Give me a reservation Thai. I'll be there.
I wince every time my mom sends me an Instagram reel of some new upscale Vietnamese place in Houston with the pho with the bone sticking out of it it's fucking Flintstones.
Right. Like I remember going to Soother. It's like in the East Village. It's like similar high end.
Oh, I think you told me about this.
Yeah, and I like got like a crab fried rice, which is like that sounds. It was
good.
Like $40 for like one small thing of crab. It was really good.
Yeah,
it wasn't like so good. I was like, this is.
Is the fried rice in the crab shell?
No, it's not.
Wow, they should do that.
I think some places do that.
Oh, we got to open up our elevated Thai spot, bro.
Thai spot. But I think it also similarly. I think now that I'm thinking about it, like I think the fact that Vietnamese food and also Thai food is like Southeast Asian. I think they're kind of leaning into like the exoticism of it, which I also feel weird about.
Right.
Like, this like exotic food, and you get, like really. This is where you get really authentic style.
You're being sexualized.
Yeah, it's kind of like fetishization of Thai culture, which I'm like,
it is.
It's okay on a certain level because I feel like it's sort of like admiration.
It's okay when I'm getting my dick sucked.
Yeah.
But
by all these lady boys. Yeah, I think this is also interesting. I went to one of these Thai places, and their waiters were dressed like Thai taxi drivers, which is like it's just a high vis vest, but it just just like it's weird. It was just weird because it's like very expensive, and like these taxi drivers get paid nothing. I don't know. It's just like.
But were the waiters Thai?
They seem Thai, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is cool. Yeah. Again, it's cool. Like I think it's cool. I think I'm just being nitpicky. I can't have an opinion anymore.
No, you can. That's what I was saying with the Joe Biden thing.
You're right.
Bro.
You're right. Yeah, but we'll go to Thai diner. I do want to try it.
I do want to try it too.
I wanted to go to their original restaurant, like Uncle Boone's.
Oh, I didn't know.
They had one called Uncle Boone's, but it's too small, so it was like way too busy.
Uncle Boone's is a Thai spot?
It was a Thai spot. So they closed Uncle Boone's. They opened Thai diner. It's the same people. I think Thai diner might be white people though, to be honest, which is also fine. I actually am okay with like white people cooking ethnic food if they do a good job.
But even if they like change it up, even if they switch it up and then overcharge,
maybe
that's okay.
I don't know.
I don't think
we'll have to go.
Okay.
We truly.
That's okay.
I think I'm just like annoyed that I feel like you know what it is. They should be going to like Jackson Heights to like get the actual Thai food. Like those places should be really busy as well.
Yeah.
You know, they just feel overhyped. I think that's also the issue.
I might move over there.
I love Jackson Heights.
I like Sunnyside.
I love Sunnyside. I love Queens.
Yeah.
I love Queens.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I had to say about Thai diner and other restaurants like it. There's a bunch in New York. They're really popular now.
All right, Hassan Minaj. Art guys calling you out.
Let's fight me,
He
Hassan.
says you're enabling colonization.
Yeah. Talk about this on the Daily Show. Okay.
Yeah.
You had a bomb last night, though. Speaking of comedy,
one more example of how Indians are not Asian. They don't really get it. They don't get it.
There's no high end. Indian restaurants.
Yeah, bomb last night.
Bombed.
Yeah,
Alphaville.
it's funny. I did a Comedy Cellar on Sunday, which is a dream for, I don't know, 12, 13 years.
Sure.
And then now all I can think about is my shitty set last night.
So funny. that reminds me of Sam Morrill was saying when he did late night, I think for Stephen Colbert.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, it's crazy. I'm doing late night now, but literally a week ago, down the street at a bar, I bombed like super hard. It's like that sort of like dichotomy of like that's just like how it happens. And he was like, it's Sam Morrill. Like he was already famous,
right?
Basically. Well
known. Yeah, it happens. Everybody comes for everybody. Can't avoid it.
Yeah. But paint the picture. How's the audience? Were a lot of people there? You left? You didn't see the other comics, right?
Yeah, it was a decent audience. I mean, there were a good amount of people there. There were probably like 15 people there. So the room was pretty full.
Not bad.
And then I got up, and at that bar they have like they have a kitchen in the bar.
Yes, I heard the food's pretty good.
The food was good. I got a free burger. So
what?
Yeah, I got a free burger.
As a comic?
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't get. I got a free drink. I didn't get a free burger. What the fuck?
This might be particular to like this show. Yeah.
Come on.
But they also give everybody chopsticks to eat their food with.
Whoa.
Even though it's not like Asian food, they give everybody chopsticks.
Feels a little racist.
So I went on stage and I was like, oh, okay, everybody has chopsticks. I'm glad I'm not the only one that they gave that to.
Yeah, that's
and
funny.
And I was like, and I didn't even order anything. I just walked in and they're like, these are yours.
That's funny. That's funny.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it's funny. It's
nothing.
silly.
Got nothing.
Whoa.
And then the rest of my set, zero.
What was the demo?
Nothing. And some of the shit was like things that killed at the Cellar
I know.
2 nights before. Nothing.
What was the demo?
It was like very Bushwicky, like maybe I would say like millennial, like 30, average 30.
Tattoo people.
Yes.
Okay, my people.
Yeah, like anything, bro. And
you didn't see the other comics, how they did?
There was one guy who went up before me, very cool guy, Somali guy from Norway. I forgot his name.
Oh, Jonas.
Yeah.
I know Jonas.
Yeah, he did great.
He's a big Spurs fan. Let's fucking go, baby.
Oh, he's a Spurs fan?
He's a Spurs fan.
Yeah. Oh, a funny story about Jonas also.
Yeah.
But he did well.
I gotta text him. I've texted all my Spurs fans.
Oh, yeah, he did well.
Spurs friends. Sorry.
I bombed. So whatever
yeah.
goodwill he created with the audience, I immediately just poo-pooed that bad.
Damn.
Yeah. Anyways, I sulked off stage, and then there's one guy in the audience, he goes, hey, bro, don't let it get you down. Don't let it get you down.
That's the fucking worst.
And then I went out into the bar. I was feeling all shitty. And then I ordered a burger and a beer. And I sat at the table. Yeah. And then the tables were too tall. Too tall. So I felt small inside and out.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That was brutal, bro.
Damn. You were like looking. It's like eye level.
That's all I can think about. I did a Cellar on Sunday. This is all I can think about.
Damn.
Just complete annihilation.
God. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You ate in silence? Or did you have headphones in? How'd you eat? You're on your phone?
I didn't deserve music. I just sat.
Sit in the failure.
Yeah, I sat and watched my boxing videos.
And I was like, over and over again.
Remember this? Remember when you were happy?
Yeah, remember Saturday? That's funny.
Yeah, Jonas. I met him at an open mic a couple months ago.
He's mad nice.
He's so
really
nice.
like
Such
Jonas.
a cool guy.
He's really cool.
But I crashed out on some open micer and I threatened to like fight him in front of everybody.
Oh, this is wild. We talked about this on the pod.
Yeah. Well, Jonas was there.
Oh.
And then Jonas, like, as soon as I walked into the bar last night, he recognized me. He was like, "Oh, bro, you're that guy.
You're that guy." He's like, I am that guy.
I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, at the open mic, you said fuck you to that guy. You were going to fight that guy. He was like, man, whenever I saw that, that's when I learned what a real New Yorker looks like. And I was like, bro, I'm not like, this rage comes from Texas, brother.
Yeah.
This is not a New York rage.
Hell yeah. That's funny. What a nice guy.
He was like, you changed me, bro.
Yeah.
He was like, I used to be so not confrontational, but now I know in New York I can say fuck you.
You gotta fight. Yeah.
That's what he was saying. I was like, sorry, man.
Sorry, Jonas. That's so funny.
I changed you for the worse.
Wow. Cool. Hell yeah. That's fun.
I feel like comedy rewards bad behavior.
Not well. Like this open mic story, or what do you mean by bad behavior?
Yeah, like if I went to that open mic and nothing happened, I went up, had a great set, nobody would remember me from that mic. But because I crashed out and lost my temper and threatened a guy,
right?
Now people are like, oh yeah, that's man. It's like, what?
I think comedy more so, just anything. People just like spectacle. That was a spectacle.
Spectacle, yeah.
You had a spectacle.
Right.
Which I feel like is very American. Because I feel like if shit like that happens like elsewhere, like somewhere more polite, like
shame,
Japan.
Shame.
Yeah, they would be like, that was actually really fucked up that you did that.
Oh yeah.
You can't be confrontational.
Right. Even in comedy, that's which is
I
supposed to
doubt
be
it.
counterculture.
In comedy in Japan, what's counterculture there?
I think it is counterculture, but it's just like scaled back.
Exactly.
Right.
So they'd be like, okay, maybe you shouldn't have raised your voice. Maybe just politely tell him.
Yeah.
Yeah, to leave.
If I was in Japan, I'd be in the Yakuza.
Okay. You'd have to get a tattoo then. You can't join the Yakuza. There's no way.
Yeah. I think the only tattoo that I would get, I've told my girlfriend this, my Japanese girlfriend who hates this.
Yeah.
Is like, I would get a full on back tattoo.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think back tattoos are boring.
Back tattoos like a big old canvas with
you
the
can't
Oni
see
demon
it.
on it.
You never see it.
That's what I like about it.
Boring. I want to see my tats.
Well, what about like a chain? I like whenever guys wear the chain inside the collar.
That's cool.
You think chains have to be outside or else they're boring?
I think they should be like peeking out a little. Like I can see that a little bit.
Yeah, it's like back tattoos. Like
Yeah,
nobody's got to know until.
It's kind of boring, dude. Just a little bit.
Yeah, it's boring. Yeah, it's not your little Thai pepper peeking out of your
I like looking at it.
t-shirt.
I personally like looking at my tattoos. I feel like if you get one that you can't see, it's like, what's the point? You have to go to a mirror. You have to go to a mirror and look back, or
knowing it's there, knowing it's part of you, bro.
I don't know. It's fine.
It's in you.
It's fine, I guess.
All right, you're convincing me. I'm gonna spend $2,000 tonight to get this tattoo.
What I love about tramp stamps, though, it's not for you. It's for the person hitting it from the back. That's the best thing about the tramp stamp.
They can see my tattoo when they're hitting it from the back.
Yeah. They're hitting from the back. Wow, look at this giant koi fish. This is amazing.
When I'm getting pegged by a Japanese businessman,
right?
I think he'd appreciate that.
When you're doing your vacation in Thailand and one of the lady boys peg you from behind. I didn't know you're part of the Yakuza. So cool.
Yeah.
Any other blunders from your life, buddy? I'm sorry you bombed. That sucks.
It happens almost every time I get on stage.
That's not true.
I would say it's like
50-50. Yeah, I feel like you've had a good streak of not bombing.
It's like 50-50.
Sometimes, no, it's not 50. It's probably like 20-80.
I'm not gonna lie. Even whenever I do bomb, I still feel like I'm right and you're wrong. Like, this shit works. This shit is good. Comics like
good.
this. So
no, it's good.
I know you're wrong.
Sometimes it is the audience.
Yeah.
Sometimes the audience just like they don't want to be at a comedy show, or they just don't like you.
That crowd, I think, wanted to be there. They just didn't like.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, they just didn't
That's
like.
okay.
Me. Yeah.
How do you feel about? So, do you not agree when comics are like, it's not you never blame the audience. It's all you. Like you should have pivoted. That kind of thing.
I think that's right to a degree, but you can't like change who you are. Sometimes you just gotta live and die by the sword up there. Another Yakuza saying.
Yeah, seppuku yourself up there on stage in front of them.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much you can do.
Right.
Right.
Damn. Well,
still sucks though. Still a bad feeling.
I think the worst is that guy being like, "Hey man, don't let it bother you," because they're acknowledging it.
He was trying to be nice though. That's the hard part.
Right. Don't give up.
And he said that to me, and I sort of just like laughed.
Right.
But in like a self-deprecating way.
Yeah.
But it gave me a flashback to one time I watched this comic Kelsey Cook.
Okay.
You know her?
That's
Martin
Obano's
ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. I know of her.
I think her name is Kelsey Cook.
I think it's
But she's from Houston, way back.
Oh, have you known her for a while then?
I've known her for a long time.
Wow.
And way back, she did this club called Joke Joint Comedy Showcase, and maybe one of the worst clubs in America at the time.
Okay, nice.
That was my home club. But anyways, she bombed so bad.
Ate shit.
She ate it. They hated her.
Sure.
And afterwards, she got off stage. She's sulking.
Yeah.
And then I tried to comfort her.
Right.
And I told her, I was like, hey, like, that's not on you. That's the crowd. Like, this crowd just doesn't really get comedy.
Yeah.
And then she, like, looked at me and she, like, scoffed. Like, looked me up and down, scoffed, and then walked into the green room.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck, this bitch? And then I'm afraid that my reaction to that guy last night, hey, don't let it get you down, bro.
You felt like it was a scoff, maybe.
I felt like it could have come across that way.
Yeah.
Which made me rethink, like, how Kelsey reacted to me.
Right. Oh.
I was like, maybe she didn't mean it that way.
She's just so wrapped up in her shit that she probably just like reacted in the quickest thing. Yeah.
Right. Maybe she just wasn't in a mood to like really discuss it.
She probably doesn't even think about that moment at all.
No. Yeah. And when I moved here,
you brought it up to her and she was like,
I didn't bring it up to her, but she was so nice.
Yeah, sure.
She like bought me shots.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
It happens. Yeah. I feel like people just get so wrapped up in
their own feelings.
Their feelings. They're clouded by their judgments, clouded by the emotions.
Yeah.
So like you can't even really react normally.
Yeah.
That guy's probably fine.
He probably doesn't think about it. I mean, he wasn't going to be a fan of me anyways. I fucking bombed on the show.
Right.
So he doesn't care.
That's funny. He, I hate when audience do that, though. They think they're being nice, but they, like, say a thing. You're like, dude, shut the fuck. Like, I've had people be like, it wasn't that bad. And I was like, yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Yeah. Also, how would you know?
Yeah. You don't get it. It was that bad.
Yeah.
Or, like, don't give up. I've gone that. You know, like, oh, keep working on it.
Yeah,
like,
Audience members never know what to say after a show, you know?
I think you gotta lean into it.
Even
like, I'm giving up.
Even whenever they say like, "I thought you were funny," I hear, "Well, I thought you were funny."
Yes.
Nobody else did, but I thought you were funny.
Right. Which is what they're implying, because it's like everyone else is wrong. Everyone else. You bond in front of everybody else.
Right.
Yeah.
And I get this a lot. I get like if they compliment me, they can't do it without putting somebody else down.
Right.
Who is probably my friend. Like you were great, but that other bitch, she shouldn't have ever been on the show. I'm like, oh well, I actually like her a lot.
Right. So, I haven't gotten that, which I think is good.
I've had that a few times.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Everybody else on the show sucks. Except you. It's like,
See,
well,
good.
they're all my friends, and I booked the show, so I actually think they're really.
That's
funny.
really, you're really talking about me now. Actually, at the end of the day. Damn, that's funny. Well, sorry it happens. On to the next one. You know what I mean?
No, I quit. There won't be any.
You're doing comedy?
Yeah.
Full-time boxer now.
Full-time boxing.
Well, after what we just talked about, maybe not. Maybe we have to quit that too.
Yeah.
Maybe you should just move to a different city.
It's been on my mind. So what about you?
I have one great blunder. I'm very excited to share.
I'm
very excited to share with you.
Okay.
This is a little telling. Fuck it, who cares? So my friends, I'm not gonna name names. So I guess this will help. My friends got engaged. Okay, they had
I already know who it is,
bro. My friends got engaged.
Friend of the pod.
Friends of the pod. Oh yeah, I guess. Don't think too much about that.
Okay.
My friends got engaged, and they had an engagement party thing in a way.
Yeah.
And it wasn't super exclusive, but there were invites. Invites were sent. Okay. And to put it in perspective, I got invited like a week before it happened, and then the day of, I got a text about it to remind me and to give me details of what's going on.
Sure.
Which is like, that seems like an invite kind of thing, right? So I go and I'm hanging, people are chilling. Someone comes up to me, we're chatting, right? And it was kind of a random group of people. I'm kind of surprised by some people who were there, but I'm like not thinking too much about it. But this person comes up to me, and he was like, out of nowhere, I didn't ask about this. He was like, yeah, I think they forgot to invite me. And I'm like, what? And they go, yeah, I kind of just heard about it through someone else, so I just decided to show up. And I'm like, huh? He's like, yeah, they probably just like that. They probably just forgot to invite me. We hang out all the time.
Right.
And I was like, I don't think you're supposed to be here. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I didn't say that, but I was like, in my mind, I was like, oh yeah, for sure. Like, this person texted me like last minute lie. You know, I was like,
yeah.
The text was riddled with typos. That's true, but also like, I was like, yeah, it's like a mess. Like, you're good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're good. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
But in my mind, I'm like, this person was so insecure about being here that they like opened. I don't know this person that well. They opened up to me about like their insecurity. Like they probably thought I also was just there and trying to get me to like validate their feelings.
Whoa, wow, huge leap of logic.
Yeah, well, I don't know why you'd bring this up. Okay. Crazy. If I did that, I would not bring that up. I'd be like, yeah, I was invited for sure, totally, dude. I'm supposed to be here. But this person
had honor.
I guess. I wouldn't. First off, if I wasn't invited, I wouldn't be fucking there.
Right.
That's weird. It's an engagement party.
Yeah, it is personal.
It's very personal.
Yeah.
Like we were. I was talking to friends. I was like, this is probably the wedding invite list. That's like the discuss. That was the.
Well, that's
discussion.
what I was gonna say. I was like, you can ask him whenever he crashes the wedding.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, isn't that crazy?
Is he a comic? Yes.
I'm not gonna say yes or no.
Obviously,
not gonna say yes or no to that.
I saw the Instagram stories. I saw who was there.
But how crazy is that?
It looked like the off-menu open mic.
Uh-oh. We have many kinds of people coming through every single week. The mic's over, but like, you know, we've seen all kinds of people.
Wow.
That's wild. Right? If that happened to you, let's put it in perspective. This person would go over to the couple's apartment to watch football all the time, apparently, and you learned that you didn't get the invite. Would you still go to the engagement party?
I guess I would not.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Would you feel kind of bad about it?
If I hung out with him a lot and I didn't get invited, of course I would feel bad.
It'd be a little hurt.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't go.
No.
because now I bet people are like, this person's kind of randomly here. What's going on? Now I'm like, that's kind of weird. That's kind of random. You know?
I don't know, man. I don't think they care. It's like
they probably don't care.
I mean,
We gotta cut that out.
Oh, we can scrub that out. Whenever I dog somebody, we can scrub them out.
We can scrub whatever we want out.
She got proposed to. I beat this motherfucker's ass. What's more embarrassing?
We can scrub whatever we want out.
Okay,
I never said we couldn't scrub it out. I just said okay.
But okay, so no, they don't care. The couple that got engaged, they only care about
themselves in that moment, which they should.
If they saw that person there, they'd probably be happy that that person was there. Like,
here's the thing.
Yeah.
100% knowing this couple, 100%. But there's always that risk that they do care.
But I think that is factored into the decision of going. Is like, will this couple care if I go? I don't think that.
I would, even if they. I don't know. I'd just be two in my head the whole time. I'd be there like, I shouldn't be here. What am I doing here?
Yeah, but that's why you wouldn't go, and that person didn't think that way, and that's why they went.
Yeah, and that's how they fucking win in life. They show up in places they shouldn't be. They become undeniable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, the more we talk about it, I don't.
You're on their side.
I don't think they did anything that bad.
Dude, I've been thinking about like all week. It happened like
really?
A week ago.
That bothers you?
It's just so weird. I think to admit that it's also weird. Don't admit it. I think that's the weirdest part. You admitted it to get validation that you should be here. You know what I mean?
You think that's what it was, or maybe it was just like a funny thing?
They were just stewing in it the whole time.
Just
right?
Basking. Just
again, I don't know this person. I probably had 4 conversations with them total in like the 2 years I've known this person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's weird to me. Weird, right? I don't know. I'm reeling about it.
Honestly, what's weird to me is you sort of like affirming what they said. You're like,
sure.
oh yeah, whoa, and then
of course,
but hearing that it bothered you that much,
I know
that's weird to me.
Do you think I should have said something? But you probably shouldn't be here.
I think you should say something now. You should say.
Well, I have been saying it now. I hope they listen to this pod. And I'm not scrubbing the name out of this what you just said.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think maybe I should.
You should ask more. You should ask more people about it. You should ask the couple. Ask them if it's weird.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a weird thing to ask?
Yes.
I talked to other people about it and they thought it was weird.
But were they as fired up about it as you? Probably not. They're probably just like, I guess it's a little weird. I wouldn't do that.
Some people were.
No.
Maybe like 30%. I've asked a lot of people about it. I've brought it up to a lot of people.
What if, okay, theoretically, if you brought a +1, it wasn't invited.
That'd be less weird.
That'd be less weird.
Because that's a wedding thing that happens. That's a normal wedding thing that happens.
What a dilemma.
Yeah.
But this was also in a very public place. This was, the party was in a bar.
Okay, we're getting a lot of details out. No, it's true.
Well, it's an important detail. Like it was in a bar. Right. It wasn't like at somebody's.
No, it was like downstairs.
Place.
It was at a downstairs of a bar though. They like rented out the space.
Right. Oh, okay.
Like people were going downstairs and looking in. They're like, "Oh, we shouldn't be here." They went upstairs. A normal response. A normal, cool, chill response.
Yeah.
I feel like I had something to say about it. About other. No, there were also other people there that I thought it was strange that they were there. So I think other people kind of just showed up.
Is this person well liked?
Oh, I was gonna say.
Is this person like?
Nah, not really.
No,
I'll tell you later. Who
They got
they're
like dislikable, unlikable.
I don't want to say too much about how like they are, but
it sounds like
people
how
like them.
Unlike they are. It sounds like there's some quantity of unlikability.
People like People like. It doesn't sound like it
because it sounds like it's been bothering you. This was when we recorded the last podcast.
This person actually posted on their story like happy engagement, like they posted on their Instagram story. Someone else responded, "Oh, weird. I thought I was weird that I didn't get the invite to that story as well." Okay. People are freaking out about it, right?
Oh my god, this fucking open mic scene is so incestuous, bro.
I was like, wow,
Who cares?
I didn't know. I don't know. I guess like I don't care in the sense that like
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about like these people who are like, oh, I guess I didn't get the invite. Who gives a shit?
I know. Well, you just said that if that happened to you, you'd be a little sad.
If it was somebody who I felt like I was close with.
Well, that person who responded felt like they were close to them. This is the issue. The misconception of how close you are to people is sort of the issue for me.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe I'm projecting. Maybe I've been there, and that's why it's stuck with me. You know what I mean? I've definitely had many moments where I'm like, we're closer than we actually are, and that's on me. That's on my bad. You know?
Okay.
Like I've like stepped over boundaries to the point where like, we're actually not that close of friends. We're actually not friends at all, kind of thing.
You've stepped over boundaries.
Well, 100%, yeah.
Thinking that you were closer with somebody than you were.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
By doing similar shit like this.
Oh.
And it's gotten me burned before. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that.
So,
I can't say that's happened to me.
Just a perfect human. What the fuck?
I
no
think
tattoos.
I
I
err on the side of caution. I'm
right.
They don't really want me
so
around.
I think her or him doing that, it triggered something for me.
Oh, because you saw something in yourself.
You're overstepping a little bit. Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's the better response is to just sit in the being upset a little bit and maybe like kind of just reevaluate the friendship and just kind of move on, and that's fine. Like if that happened, you're just like, if that happened to me, and I was like, oh man, I'm a little bummed they didn't invite me. You know, I guess we're not as close as I thought we were. That's fine. I don't dislike them now because of it. It's just like reevaluation of who we are, who we stand.
Would you try to make them feel bad? Would you send them a little like, hey, happy engagement?
Congrats. I wouldn't make them feel bad. That wouldn't make them feel bad, right?
You don't think so?
No, just like congrats.
Because they'd be like, oh fuck, we forgot to invite Art, even though we like him. Even though he's,
that's on them.
Even though he's unliked by many, we do like him.
That's on them though. I wouldn't be doing it with the intention of them making it. I would just be pumped for them.
Right.
That's the normal response.
Yeah,
like, I'm so sorry
for you to say because you were invited.
That's sick. I know. I made the list.
Yeah.
People ask me why. They're like, "Are you close with them?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've known these people for a long time.
I play soccer with them all the time."
Okay, now you're getting a little too many details. They're people whittling you down. Not a lot of people listen to this pod, dude. It's all friends that we know. It's all friends of friends. But yeah, that's sort of a blunder that's been on my mind. I'm steeping it in a bit, but it seems like not a big deal, which I think is interesting.
I don't think it's a big deal, and I don't think the couple will care.
If you, let's say, putting yourself in their shoes, would you?
In the couple's shoes?
No. In like this person's shoes, the person who admitted them not getting not invited person.
Yeah.
Would you, if you heard about it, would you have gone?
You asked me. I would have said. I said no.
You wouldn't have gone, right?
I wouldn't have gone.
Right.
I don't like. I mean,
but not to them. Let's say it was like a close friend, but not like super.
A close friend didn't invite me to their engagement party.
Yeah.
I felt like I should have gotten.
Yeah. Because that's sort of what her or his perspective was.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, this is actually close. These are close friends of mine. I should go.
Oh, he did it out of obligation. He felt.
No, not obligation. Just like they probably just forgot. He legitimately thought.
Yeah, they probably just forgot.
Yeah.
Man.
Like let's say you're close friends.
I guess I wouldn't.
Yeah. Still wouldn't, right?
I can still kind of see where he's coming from.
Absolutely.
If they were close,
yeah,
it would bother me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I think you just gotta.
But also, like, close is so subjective.
Right.
Like, what does that mean?
Everyone has different definitions of closeness.
Yeah.
This is why it's so interesting. This whole thing's so interesting to me.
Am I going to be at your engagement party?
Yeah, all the time.
All right.
If it ever happens.
Yeah.
Nah. One day. But yeah, kind of a weird blunder. That's my big blunder of the week.
Damn. Wow.
Other blunders.
Well,
my team won. That was gonna be a big blunder for today.
Yes,
but
stoked for you, brother.
Yeah, dude. It's funny being like a European sports fan.
Yeah.
Because no one in America, you can't really talk to anyone in America about it. That's why I have to text every single person individually.
Why our podcast listeners love it. They love hearing about Euro.
No, this is the blunder,
Euro
dude.
Soccer, mid-level European footy.
So you do follow it. Interesting. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Look, it's been 17 years since they won. All right, 17 years. That's crazy. That's a long time.
Wow. 200 years since anybody's cared.
I just heard that the Knicks. It's been since 1973 since they last won a final. That's a long time for the Knicks to win.
Yeah, you know what? I haven't really been keeping up with basketball.
That's a long time.
But after they won the last series, I thought they were like in the finals.
I think that's the issue with basketball. It's like so hard to make the finals.
No, what I'm saying is like the reaction to them winning the last series. Maybe because it was against Boston. And there's like a rivalry there. But like
the underdogs.
Everybody partied so hard. I thought they made it to the finals.
No.
But now they're just in the conference finals.
I think this is the furthest they've made it in probably like 50 years or something like that. Yeah.
I'm happy for New York. I'm happy for the Knicks. I'm not.
You don't give a fuck.
I care, but it's hard for me to jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
I don't want to. But I know how they feel because the Astros did something
similar. You're an Astros fan.
Years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yao Ming era. Did they go to the finals with Yao Ming? He went to the finals, didn't he?
Brother, the Astros is baseball.
Oh, wait. Houston Rockets.
Rockets. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Rockets went to the finals with Yao Ming, right?
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know.
I
didn't know you were a baseball guy.
Only because the Astros won the World Series when they cheated in like 2017.
Oh.
But then I actually got into it. Oh. And then now I'm like a Astros fan.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. Just a big fan of cheating. A lot of cheating in Houston. Enron, Astros.
Oh, is Enron a Houston thing?
My family. Yeah, Enron.
Your family? Yeah, your dad's second family.
Enron is a Houston thing. Yeah,
whoa, they're back, dude.
Yeah.
Is that a?
I think the baseball stadium used to be
the Enron
called Enron. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but they're back. They're trying to make a comeback.
Yeah, I don't know if that's like a meme though. I think the guy's trying to making a meme or something. I have no idea.
No, I heard it was like a real thing, and then I think they made a meme about that.
Oh.
But I'm not sure.
Enron trying to come back as like an energy company?
I think
We're talking. Who cares?
I don't know. What are we talking about? Let's go back to European mid-level soccer.
Okay, yeah. So it's been 17 years. Ange Postecoglou has had the worst season. This club has had the worst season since the 80s. They've lost 25 games.
Wow, they're really bad.
They're so bad. They're one level away from being relegated. They're literally about to get relegated, and they won a trophy.
Whoa, literally relegated.
They're. Wait.
What the fuck? Damn, not relegated, literally.
I'm stoked. We're celebrating. We're going to dinner.
Nice.
You're coming.
Let's do it. Let's get.
We're gonna watch the Knicks. I'll be wearing my Spurs gear.
Let's celebrate the Spurs.
I got into sports betting. I bet 2 boba teas, and buddy, I won 2 boba teas.
Oh my God, you got type 2 diabetes.
Go. That's fine.
All right,
type 2 boba teas.
All right, well, let's wrap it up. You got anything coming up? Anything special?
Anything special like in my life? This coming out next week, right? Come to Union Hall on June 8th. That's fun. My birthday is June 1st. Come hang.
Come hang. But only if you're invited. Don't do any of that.
Yeah, no,
I thought we were close, but we're not.
I've invited.
Shit.
It's an open invite. My birthday is literally an open invite to avoid this issue, honestly.
Wait, are y'all going to be playing soccer?
I won't be. But there will be soccer happening indoors.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. You trying to play?
No.
I signed you up.
No, I will be, respectfully, I will be relegated.
Literally relegated?
Literally, respectfully relegated.
Look. This is something you can talk about with your brother. I know he's a big soccer fan now.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Sort of. What do I got going on?
Sign us off. What's going on in your life? Anything happening in the next week or so?
Nothing really.
What?
All right, that's it. That's the pod.
Come on. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. Have an amazing night. Or day. Or week. Goodbye.